Hello, fellow denizens of the interwebs. It is I, and welcome back. I took a short break to take my medication for my sore throat. But we're back. Yes, we're back. So last we left off, we were in the middle of watching a video, of course, called Jojo Siwa is a manipulative, lying villain. We're going to start from the beginning because we didn't finish the video. While that happens, I'm going to download a few mods. I'm looking for mods for Slime Rancher. So, here's the video.
I mean, obviously she's cringe, but there's so much stuff that I didn't realize was going on beneath the surface. Because recently she announced that she's doing a rebrand, and it was very embarrassing looking for me. So I started to look into it because I thought that could be a YouTube video, but then I realized there's so much dark stuff going on. So we'll talk about the rebrand, we'll talk about how cringe it is, but the stuff I found just by looking at that blew my mind, so I needed to share it with you. Just a quick list to talk about the things we're getting into. Exploitation of disabled children. That is, by the way, insane. But it is real, and I'm gonna talk about why. Also, not just exploitation, but like bullying and potentially abuse. And then of course, cheating scandals, lying, and then I'll talk about the rebrand itself, because there's a lot going on there. But let's start off on a positive note, talking about the exploitation of a young disabled child. Rolling Stone published an article with the title, Jojo Siwa promised them pop stardom. They say they were thrown in the trash. Basically, this article talks about how Jojo Siwa and her mom, Jesselyn, they formed a new child pop girl group. They were called XOMG Pop! But the disabled child that was exploited and bullied, her name was Leia Sanderson. She's 16 now, but she was born with spina bifida. It's a birth defect, your spine doesn't form properly. Her childhood was in and out of the hospital, dozens and dozens of surgeries, and she still struggles with chronic pain and like constant infections. It's terrible. Rolling Stone even quoted her as saying that the school nurse was her best friend growing up, which is sad. Anyways, Leia Sanderson danced a bunch and was able to join the XOMG Pop girl group, but in order to do so, her mom, Angie, had to leave Texas and her other 3 children to move to Los Angeles with Leia. That's a big thing. That's asking a lot of somebody. And that was 3 years ago, so she was about, 13, 14. Now, Jojo Siwa was famously on Dance Moms, which is a very toxic, horrible place. So you would think that if they were doing their own thing, the Siwas would have made it, more positive and nice. But no, this whole thing is run by JoJo and her mom, so the decisions that are being made are equally on each other's shoulders. So in this stuff, JoJo's mom is just as much to blame. But here's the thing. They subjected the children to grueling rehearsals, sometimes foregoing school breaks with meager compensation. By the way, she moved to Texas to be with her kid, and they also forced the disabled child to work under intense physical duress. Now again, she can dance, but she is also a child who does have spina bifida. And JoJo Siwa's mom encouraged this disabled child to attend a video shoot a few weeks before she underwent spinal cord surgery. This is what's crazy. Days before the surgery, allegedly, I believe them, Leia started bleeding through her belly button during rehearsal for a performance. A performance hosted by JoJo. Did they encourage her to take a break though? No, she was told to put a maxi pad on it so it wouldn't leak onto the costume. This little disabled child who in a few days is gonna go get spinal cord surgery started bleeding through her belly button, and they said, put a pad on that and give me 3 more hours of rehearsal. Now it does say that Jesselyn told her to do that, but what does it say next? According to sources on the production, JoJo also could be nasty and domineering, and at one point they allege she screamed insults at the girls during their performances. Not, come on guys, do it, come on, come on. Not like trainer encouragement, screaming insults. Yeah, this girl right here, this girl was screaming insults at little children for not dancing good enough. Why? If you look like this, focus on yourself. Oh, she's rebranded, she looks differently now. This is her now.
I got a question. If you could have one heaven phone call, this is a random heaven phone call, okay? Nothing.
Okay, we get it. You have the fake tattoos on your arm. By the way, those are fake tattoos. Those are not real tattoos. Look at this. Oh, these tattoos. Oh, they're all Inkbox temporary tattoos. Oh. This is who we're talking about here. This Pat McAfee knockoff. The article also talks about how she played a role in building a cutthroat environment long after the cameras were gone, which I guess makes sense in a reality TV competition if it's all about who's gonna be in the group and not. But were the contestants told that it would be a cutthroat competition show? No. Angie, the mother of the disabled girl who moved from Texas with her disabled child for this opportunity, believed the show was going to be more of a making the band style like reality show about the band coming together, not a competition show. Now the production says we always said it was a competition show. Of course they say that shit though. They're always lying for these types of things. I can't tell you how many times throughout the article it just says the representative for the Siwas said we were nice the whole time, and then the article will say many sources on the production actually said that the Siwas were horrible. And that's what happens here. 2 sources close to the production who spoke with Rolling Stone on the condition of anonymity confirmed the production team had sold the show as a kinder, gentler version of Dance Moms. And one of the sources is quoted as saying, with what Jess and JoJo went through on Dance Moms, we thought they wouldn't want to do anything that would make a child feel a certain way or paint them in a certain light, one said. Also, these same sources sent dozens of documents and a bunch of like contractual agreements, text messages, screenshots, emails to Rolling Stones when they wrote this article. And these sources talk about how the Siwas and the producers were dangling the carrot of fame in front of these young girls and then would berate them and encourage them to cry on camera. But first, real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Aura. I hate to tell you, but your data is out there. Your full name, email, home address, phone number, your health records is all out there. And data brokers are out here selling your information to scammers, spammers, anybody who wants to target you. But that's what's so great about Aura is you have the right to submit opt-out requests to these places to stop these data brokers from selling your information. You have that right. But if you were to do it by yourself, it would take years.
Yes,
seriously, there's so much out there and I can't possibly do it by myself. But Aura automatically submits those opt-out requests. It has helped me reduce so much of the spam that I get, but not only that, it protects me from hackers, people who could use my information to get, important things, bank accounts, social media, stuff like that. But also Aura does a lot more than just that to protect you from It's also got antivirus, VPN, password management. It's always on, it's always helping keep you safe. It makes me feel so much more secure.
Extra Vac, Gem Slime,
You can go to aura.com/filmcooper and start your 2-week free trial. Also put that link in my description. aura.com/filmcooper or click the link in my description. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Now back to the other stuff. And according to one of these sources that's close to the production, a common saying among the producers on this set, again, where there's these young kids, the producers would say, it's not a good day unless you make a kid cry. And the mom of the disabled child confirmed that she'd heard such a comment from the producer as well. And another source who spoke to them said, I don't know if I've heard that thing specifically, but such a remark was consistent with the atmosphere on set. It's not a good day unless you make a kid cry is consistent with the atmosphere on set. JoJo Siwa, what the fuck are you doing making a show where it's commonplace on set to talk about trying to make kids cry? But basically what ended up happening is Angie, Leia's mom, was complaining to the other parents of the other children in XOMG Pop about how horrible this whole experience was and the insanely long hours, the abuse that their children were being subjected to, the horrible environment of growing up, like venting, talking about all these things, and it ended up as a big confrontation between her and the other moms. And when JoJo and her mom found out about it, JoJo's mom Jesselyn was
Oh, that's
texting Angie
fucking
saying that she's
sick.
wrong, she's crazy, none of this stuff is happening, you're wrong, they're not overworked, you're wrong. So gaslighting her. And then shortly thereafter, Leia was fired. She ended up being terminated and is no longer in XMO.
Good morning, every single student.
That's
Also, before we
right.
move on, a
I
lot
can
of this
like,
has been on like
I can,
Jesselyn, like
put a
Jesselyn has done a lot of these
chicken
things.
farm in
She
here.
kind of does all the dirty work for JoJo. Her mom is a little bit like the Duncan Idaho
Oh,
to
no.
Duke Leto Atreides. Anyways, according to Angie Sanderson, Leia's mom, and 3 sources close to the production, the cast was under the impression that XOMG
Miniaturizer.
Pop was
This is
intended
all
to
the
give
slimes,
Jesselyn, JoJo's mom, a
toys,
project
and
while
fruit
JoJo
that
launched
enter
the
the
next,
corral.
more mature phase of her
What?
career. The rebrand. The vibe of it was like, let me give my mommy new little dolls to play with so I can
Increase
stop
the
wearing the
strength.
bows and have a life. That is very sad, and it makes me feel bad for JoJo. But you know what doesn't make me feel bad for JoJo? Running a show where the vibe of the set is, hey, if a kid doesn't cry today, that's bad. But if a kid does cry, oh, that's a good day.
Good morning, every single student.
Yeah, if you were
So we
partners
add
with
an
your mom and you're
auto-feeder here?
screaming and berating kids, and then your mom also screams and berates
some
kids and does
chickens?
more things that are bad, but you guys are making the decisions together, your mom's just the one who's saying the decisions. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you are just as bad. However, that line about giving her new dolls to play with is very unsettling. So that's the first thing, the exploitation and abuse of a disabled child. I say abuse! You know, this is all alleged. The JoJo Siwas have denied this. But it's Rolling Stone and there's many sources close to the production and a lot of corroborating stories and evidence that was sent to So, yeah, I'd feel like I was suffering abuse if I went through what that disabled child went through on set, so I feel like you can say that. So, according to the Rolling Stone article, abuse and exploitation of a young disabled child. But is that enough of a reason to kickstart your rebrand? Well, let's look into the lyrics of her new song of this rebrand, Karma. Karma!
I was a bad girl. I did some bad things.
Yeah, I would say that exploiting a disabled child is a bad thing, JoJo Siwa. Good lyric, though. Hey, good lyric. I was a bad girl. She had spina bifida and was a child, and I exploited her. Yeah, I think it doesn't really flow. I should leave the lyricism to JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa.
Good morning, every single student.
I guess final diff.
Oh my god. Very true, JoJo Siwa. Karma really is a bitch. Hey, that little disabled girl bled through her belly
added
button
more
before her
slimes.
surgery and got it all over my dress. I paid
I
for
don't know
that
where
dress,
these ones
bitch!
are.
You disabled little runt. You better put a maxi pad over that bleeding belly button before your surgery and get back on the dance floor. And guess what? You're fired. Yeah, that's right. Karma's a bitch. JoJo, JoJo. But by the way, this is my favorite part of this little clip. Watch her dance move right here. It's amazing. Excuse my baggy green
where are the
cords, but
fireflies?
this, like that, I gotta be honest, it goes hard. Especially when you're dressed literally like Pat McAfee. You might not know who Pat McAfee is, but look, that's who she looks like. That's what she's dressed like. But yeah, that is her rebrand. She's no longer this child star just for little girls. She's a grown adult who dresses like grown girls do.
I begged the Fox
Hey,
execs.
there you are.
I've begged them so much to do a Masked Singer All Stars.
I can't even listen to what you're saying right now, JoJo. JoJo, what is this? I can't even talk about it. I don't know what this vest is. It's 17 layers of sequins. There's folds that I don't even know where they in. She's got 1, 2, 3, 6 chains. Listen, I'll layer a couple necklaces available right now on WeirdoThings.com. They're high quality. Real pearls, real gemstones, sterling silver class, high quality shit. And the glasses, I'm not even gonna begin. I don't even know what's happening. Those Call of Duty Oakley skin looking motherfuckers, why are you wearing them? By the
love
way,
how
this is not a
conservatives
rebrand.
make
This is just the
fucking
exact same style that she's been doing
songs.
before, but instead of for little girls,
They're
it's
always
maximalist
garbage.
white trash lesbian, which is fine.
shit.
Hey,
Oh,
no
okay.
hate out here for any maximalist white trash lesbian. But I think if you're gonna be horrible to a disabled child, you know, it's worth pointing out.
I'm too serious. If it was serious, I'd call grandma, grandpa, uncle. I never got to meet someone.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I'm just trying to show you what she looks like now. This is her rebrand. We had the Miley Cyrus rebrand. We had the Ariana Plenty of child stars have done this, but the thing is, this is Jijisiwa. And when you
Ariana
rebrand
Grande.
from your excessively childlike persona that you kept up well into your late teens, and the rebrand is just this, I just don't know what you think is gonna happen for you. Karma's a bitch. You shouldn't have spina bifida. No, but the thing is, that song
shouldn't.
probably isn't about
You
the
really
disabled
shouldn't.
child with spina bifida that bled through her dress and was told to put a maxi pad on. I think obviously it wasn't that, but it was potentially about cheating. That's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Jojo Siwa is a cheater. Allegedly.
Bonus final
Okay, honestly, this is
bifida.
about to get very confusing and interwoven
Jojo
as
Siwa
many
needs
lesbian
to-
love disaster webs end up being. I'm gonna
You
try to
know.
make it clear for you though. There's a girl named Avery who was in a
this
relationship
is
with
the
a
part
girl
that's
named
kinda,
Soph.
like,
Long-term
crazy.
relationship between Avery and Soph. Avery
First of all,
blindsided Soph allegedly with a breakup that
I didn't
Soph
even
did not see
know
come. So
Jojo
Avery breaks up with
Siwa
Soph, gets into a relationship with JoJo. Now
gay.
Avery and JoJo were together. Now JoJo had
even
recently
know
broken
that.
up with, I know, Kai. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, JoJo and Kai was JoJo's first queer relationship that was public. Cause she lesbian. So they had recently broken up, and then JoJo and Avery got together. So they both have breakups, both get together. So JoJo and Avery were together until they abruptly broke up. And what
Oh
had
my
happened is that
goodness.
Avery and Soph, remember Soph? They had planned a vacation prior to them breaking up, and Avery still wanted to go, so she went on a trip with her ex. And then JoJo comes out and thinks that she was used for clout, so she's saying stuff like that because, like, okay, you just date me to get famous and then you go back with your ex. Oh, really? But then, I'm so sorry. Strap up. Remember how JoJo had broken up with Kai? Kai then had another girlfriend who said that JoJo and Kai, while JoJo was in a relationship with Avery, were getting together. So Kai and JoJo were allegedly getting together while JoJo was in a relationship with Avery. And then Avery goes on that trip. Basically, the moral of that story
We're
is
going on a
JoJo
trip
thinks that
to
Avery was using her
Finger
for clout. But then while with Avery, she allegedly was cheating on her with Kai, her ex. But then Avery was going on a vacation with her ex, and that's what her song is about. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. I did also probably cheat on you. That'd be a good lyric. Karma's a bitch, and I'm gonna face it. Man, I'm not a good singer. By the way, look at this video that Avery posted. By the way, so sorry for giving you that information, so you're gonna have to live with it forever. It's so useless. But this is what Avery posted on TikTok recently. And somebody commented that, Jojo Siwa, how you feel? And she said, not her. Damn. Feels like a cheating situation. Feels like it. Also, they posted these videos, I think, right after their breakup, and, you know, it just seems very weird.
Good morning, every single day.
Sorry, I'm a little low energy. I'm fucking sick.
Yeah, so people took that as her coming out and saying that she doesn't like Jojo Siwa's. I don't want to even, oh my god, I don't feel like I should be talking about this. But people were saying, you know, people say euphemisms for the V, the big V, as like a Arby's roast beef sandwich if it's bad. So her doing that and then Jojo posting this. So everybody kind of interpreted that as Avery saying, I don't like Jojo Siwa's V. And then Jojo Siwa says, you ate it. Why am I talking about this? This is not, no. God dang it, this is, keep this shit offline. Like, don't say this shit online. It's so weird. Also, you want to see another clip of Jojo Siwa and her new rebrand? This is 3 weeks ago talking about some very, like, I don't know why she's talking about this type of things.
I actually have 2 tattoos dedicated to him. This one's dedicated to my baby girl one day. Her name is Freddie. Then this is dedicated to twin boys, Eddie and Teddy.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. I want 3 babies. I have my sperm donor lined up.
She's 20 years old with temporary tattoos talking about how they're for her future kids and she's got a sperm donor line. This is not the edgy cool girl rebrand. I'm grown up now. This is what I think grown-ups talk about type of rebrand. This is not how grown-ups dress and this is not how grown-ups talk.
If it was serious, I'd call grandma, grandpa.
If you want to rebrand and be like some bad girl, this is not the way to do it. And I think it's just because this is just not who she is. Or who she is not a successful rebrand as a bad girl. This is who she is. A Pat McAfee knockoff with a complicated lesbian relationship timeline, which is basically
hate
just
Pat
Pat
McAfee.
McAfee. But really, this is all small potatoes. Like the rebrand, this other stuff that's like Sebra. The thing that she did, that the article is written about, that is why I want to talk about it first. Because what? Her rebrand makes no sense. It's completely miscalculated. She's doing it completely wrong. It's embarrassing to look at. It's embarrassing to watch, especially when you know the backstory about how Karma is a bitch. Well, actually, you are the one who should be facing Karma because you were the quote-quote bitch. And again, that's not me saying it. That's me quoting her lyric and that she should face Karma, so that must mean I still don't like. No, if you exploit a disabled child, you're a bitch. I'm sorry. You are. Don't bully disabled children, otherwise I'm gonna call you a bitch. So that's Jojo Siwa. I hope you feel a little bit too informed about this situation and you have some memories that will never be able to escape you. Please subscribe.
Okay. Karma's a bitch. Like, come on. You're not even trying. You're not even fucking trying. Low energy stream today. Low energy. I should've known better. Bitch. This video is 11 minutes long.
You can't give me
Fucking
any,
watch it.
Insight into why she departed.
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. You can ask why you don't want to say anything.
Again, you can ask.
He's doing the Chat GPT argument. Like, I am sorry, I am not at liberty to discuss this. Would you like to hear about some other positive, conversations instead? My programming stops me from telling you. How coward and phony Tim Pool became one of the biggest political YouTubers on the planet. A former darling of Occupy Wall Street, Tim Pool has racked up more than 1 billion views and millions in earnings while dangerously whitewashing the far right. Bro, this across the cultural zeitgeist is funny. B-Boy's gaslighting Tim Pool, gaslighting his audience because you venting in your own Discord is funny. Yeah, I mean, hey, thank you for the content though. It is pretty funny. Yeah, we'll watch the Tim Pool having a meltdown in a second about like how he's shocked that his audience is like becoming mass shooters. Here is Tim Pool having a hard time.
That's a crazy sentence.
With his own audience, with his own guests, I guess.
Something else.
No, this is sort of verbal diarrhea.
This might do if they get in charge of the
What I've
government
heard
while
from
they're.
my lefty friends, you know, is like.
I think it's only fair that I don't take the heat for what you said, Jesse, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm getting people attacking my character now for having had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions to killing people. So I'm not trying to be a dick right now, but like I've got 500 messages of like, what the are you doing? Why are you taking the show down? Are you with us? You're trying to make money.
So I thought YouTube took the show down.
No, I had to take the show down.
Okay.
I had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions within like the span of a couple minutes to murdering people. After I explicitly stated in the pre-show, do not make allusions to violence. Then went on to explain, we keep having people come here and saying they want people killed or people should kill people or they can be killed. Or
What do you mean? Wait, he's telling you in the pre-show, hey man, don't exercise your free speech. Don't exercise your right to free speech. That's crazy, man. The thing is, if you diversify, you'll take a viewership hit, but you just need to ride the storm and hope new content takes hold. Your TikToks help with this. I agree. What is this? Did you see Tim Pool getting owned by Lauren Southern, who's weirdly not wrong here? Crowder says he has to pay $25K in child support that his ex-wife uses to pay lawyers to go after him. He has to fund his own destruction. Yes, he launched extraordinarily litigious lawsuits against her and her family that she cannot afford because she quit her job to be a stay-at-home mom. He also then went for full custody of the kids, but thankfully she was awarded some funds to prevent herself from becoming homeless and having her children taken. If you understood how much he's spending on lawyers, you'd know she's spending every cent of that defending herself. Should stay-at-home wives be able to have their children taken from them and left homeless if their husband is extremely wealthy? Or should they be given a sliver of the money their husband is spending on lawyers to defend themselves? That's awesome. I cannot believe that this white nationalist freak is on the right side of this conversation.
Wait, who is
I
this?
guess she remembered that, you know, although she is a white nationalist, she's a white nationalist woman and absolutely comstered Tim Pool here. Jesus Christ. Let him fight, I say. I love watching right-wingers fight each other. Speaking of right-wingers fighting each other, let's move on from this subject matter to 2 right-wingers going at it. Let's take a look.
Was she fired or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Pierce.
At all.
Are we sure this isn't
You can't
an
give me
AI
any,
Ben
insight
Shapiro?
into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. You can ask why you don't want to say anything.
Again, you can ask.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's
Pierce Morgan
opinions that would make you
knows
want to
Ben
part
Shapiro.
company. However contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Caleb Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace.
I think there's nothing funnier. There's nothing funnier than hiring an anti-Semite and then firing them because they were not only anti-Semitic but also pro-Palestine. It is pretty funny. I love that. That's great. I mean,
the carrot
good
problem
moves
gone.
overall. Keep it up.
Or anyone else. And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay anyone. The Daily Wire is a publisher. It is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any publisher. Any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
I mean, I'm just not going to labour this, but one more point I would make is it's been reported extensively that the reason for her departure was because
Okay, I need way
her comments
more
have been
boost.
perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Someone said when you ask AI to elaborate, and it's such a good lock, dude, he literally does. He's doing the Chat GPT argument. Like, I am sorry, I am not at liberty to discuss this. Would you like to hear about some other positive conversations instead? My programming stops me from telling you.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this here.
I'm not at liberty to discuss this.
It's like how Gavin McInnes got fired from his alt-right job in Canada. The news source was run by his ultra-conservative Jewish Zionist, and Gavin was a massive anti-Semite. You get what you hire? Yeah, it's pretty funny because, like, Ben cultivates this audience of people who are almost 100% aligned, 99% aligned with Nazis, right? And then that extra 1% kicks in where they're like, yeah, no, it's actually Jews that are responsible for everything. And also Israel is like doing everything secretly. Then he goes, oh, dude, what? And it's like, bro, what do you think? Like, what do you think these guys believe? Like, where do you think they came from? You align with them on 99%. Okay? That's your audience. That literally is your audience. Your allies hate you because you are Jewish. Okay, they are anti-Semitic. He didn't plan on that part. No, he just grew comfortable thinking that, like, you know what it is? He grew comfortable thinking that it wouldn't actually hurt him, which is funny because that's why he left Breitbart. Ben Shapiro used to write at Breitbart while Breitbart had a tab specifically dedicated to black crime, as in crime that black people were committing specifically. He didn't have an issue with that. But he did have an issue with the anti-Semitism coming from Milo Yiannopoulos. Okay? And you would think that that would have caused him to reconsider some things and be like, why are there so many anti-Semites in my anti-Semitic audience? But no, he didn't consider that at all. That's why they hired Candace Owens. They hired Candace Owens after she had famously said Hitler simply wanted to make Germany great. I'm sorry, but if you hire someone who's saying that, you should expect them to say more of that when you hire them. If I hire Steven Crowder, I'm expecting him to be racist. I'm not going to punish him for being racist. That's why I'm hiring him. Here it is, by the way, for those of you who don't believe me, the infamous black crime tag. Yeah, why did these gay men keep sucking my is pretty funny. It's exactly what's going on. Do you think you're losing popularity because people are turning into right wingers, or because actual socialists finally found out you're a fraud? Yeah, that actual socialists finally found out I'm a fraud. That's what happened. Dude, I love you guys, man. You're great. It's both. People are becoming more and more right wing, and people are like, this guy's a fraud. No way. Joe Rogan. They lost Joe Rogan.
Hey, I want to know what she was fired for. Because was it criticism of Israel? Was it, I mean, did she show that Edward Snowden video that he put up on Twitter that shows them drone bombing those kids that are, those men, I should say unarmed people that were walking towards the rubble?
No, I do think that Candace Owens, dude, God, look. There's a correct way to talk about this, okay? Which Elk Man is not going to do. Ape Man is not going to do the correct way to talk about this. Candace Owens is definitely an anti-Semite. Make no mistake. Turkish commie trust fund baby. Nice. You suck, Nepo baby, fake commie Turkish trust fund baby. Bro, why'd you ban him? He's got such good takes. I'm unbanning that guy. I want to hear more from him. Yeah, he fit all of those big words in there. I'm proud of him. Candace Owens definitely anti-Semitic. This is why we have an awful community. No, these are, the opposition must not be banned for speaking the truth to power, dude. See, he's still a Turkish trust fund baby. I do not have a trust fund, my friend. I take care of my parents. You can have some pets. You can have some pets. We can have a little bit of pet. He's not coming back to the light. Come on, this is just a broken clock being right twice a day. Yeah, I don't care. I care about the influence that he holds over a massive audience. It's actually dope that he's like still saying Israel is undoubtedly committing a genocide, because his hogs that literally cling on every little word that he says will come to that recognition as well.
that clearly weren't causing any danger to anybody.
Yeah,
They
right.
just bombed them.
Yeah, no, it's your duty. It's just like for Biden or whoever you like, you're supposed to cover up for them because
But the whole thing is like they're always saying they're only targeting Hamas and everybody else is a casualty. Well, if those guys are just unarmed civilians and they're walking alone, that's what they appear to be.
Dresden.
And you just blast them from the sky with robots.
This is the tragedy of war.
Yeah, this is insane. And no one knows what to think now because if you can't talk about that, if you can't say that's real, then you're saying that genocide is okay as long as we're doing it. And
That is what we're saying.
And if you're saying that from a perspective of someone who literally went through the Holocaust, or your people, your tribe, went through the fucking Holocaust, and now you're willing to do it?
I hope the irony's not lost on you.
It's so nuts.
What the
it's
fuck?
so hard to imagine that someone...
Wait, what the fuck?
Where a culture...
This guy
a
actually
country was
saying that shit?
officially founded in, what, 47?
48.
48? Okay. Officially founded. So that's so recent. and you guys are willing to do what was
I'm
done
so
to you that led you
confused.
to believe that you needed to start your own country? You're
Yeah.
willing to do that at least on a small scale in Gaza. Like, there's nothing left. If you see the videos,
Is he pro
let's
or
see some
anti-
recent footage of Gaza.
Damn, bro.
What is going
Popping
on?
off, dude.
Hey, I want to know what she was fired for. Because was it
Not
criticism
Rogan.
of Israel? Was it-
The guy he's interviewing. What is this fucking position?
I like that Candace Owens being fired is what caught him to say this. Joe Rogan outflanking the vast majority of Dems from the left.
Yeah,
I think I saw
Joe went
Mac
fucking
wearing the
crazy.
merch for his Rogan video. Who, Mac? Oh, the Good Politics guy? Is that Mac? Right after that, he shits on SJW Palestine protesters. Nice, of course. You got to do a little column A, column B, dude. Would you still do his pod? I would do his pod any day of the week. I don't care what his takes are.
So this woman, her name's Beth.
No.
And Beth has a huge problem.
What is Beth's problem? Did I say for you to auto fucking skip?
I think
It's fucking piece of shit fucking YouTube. Why is it so big? Wait. The fuck? I definitely did not make it that big. Why is it? Okay. Kinda weird. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is a good one.
I have the nose strip on. I'm locked in. I can breathe. The oxygen is flowing into my brain, and it's
We
time
do be
for
watching
another
shit while playing
YouTube
fucking
video
Slime
on the
Rancher,
channel
alright?
you already
So
know.
don't
I hate to
fucking-
ask. My son is in surgery. Can I give you this for $5 to give to my sons for his surgery? Most of
excuse
you,
me.
if
Oh my
not every
goodness, where
single
did that come
one,
from?
would have said no. The very few of you that might have actually given me your $5 in exchange for that piece of garbage
sorry
would have
for
actually
starving you
gotten
cats. I just-
$50,000.
It's just
That's
so
right.
difficult
It
to
was
get,
on
like,
there the whole
chickens.
time, and you didn't even see it. And I
Chickens
was
are just
also
so
recording
expensive
a
to
TikTok
produce.
at the same
you know?
time,
And
and
you
it's
don't get as
already
much chickens
posted
as
on
you
the
get
right
like
account.
carrots.
Today
and
I'm
shit.
talking about a TikTok account called Chris and Jasmine with over 800,000 followers. They're always helping others. They give and give. They have real life stories and
Like a
viral
plot
videos. You
collector.
cheated and came home to this.
Thorpe collector? What is it called? This is the stupidest shit. Oh, increased storage capacity? Triples the capacity of all storage on the corral.
That's a lot of paper. That's too much.
We're gonna
paper.
go with,
this is 4
shit, the
minutes.
minimizer costs so much.
It feels really good.
Um,
Have a good life. I thought that might have like been kind of a mislead, but someone just broke up with their girlfriend by leaving a bunch of pieces of paper on the
not that many
and
chickens.
Chris and Jasmine recorded it.
I'd have to
That's
go
not what we're
hunting for
covering today,
chickens.
though. We're not covering their incredible couples pranks. We're covering some of
See,
I'm
there's just
assuming
not that many.
Chris's
Like, I can't get, like-
philanthropy work. Check this out.
It's so difficult to get like more than 20 chickens.
For my mom.
You know? So
I
just
didn't
feel
watch
bad
this
for
one in
fucking-
advance. I'm selling these avocados.
Latinos.
Excuse me, sir. I'm selling these avocados for $50,000.
And once
for
2
my
days is
son's
up, it's
surgery.
like even
I'm
on the
selling
slowest
these
setting, it's
avocados
still
for my
fucking
mom
still
medication. Do you think you can buy those for like $5?
I don't have $5, but I'll give you $2. Give
You-
it to you. I don't like avocados.
You don't like avocados? I can just keep them and you're gonna still give me $2?
Sure.
Really? Do you have them?
Give it to me.
Gimme.
It gets worse though. Don't worry.
Wow.
Wow.
What made you want to help me?
I look like a pretty good guy. You're a good guy. I can tell.
I'm a good guy. Wow. So if randomly people approach you, you don't just help anybody. You just help people that you think actually need help.
He doesn't help the common scammers going around asking homeless people in the park for $5 for the avocados. He only helps people who really deserve it.
How did you lose your home? What happened? You were not making payments. And why were you not making payments? Like, did you lose your job or what happened?
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think he just stopped paying for fun? Stupid ass question.
Job too, because of drugs.
Because of what?
Drugs.
So you were doing drugs?
Yeah.
Wow. And
wow. I don't know if I've ever seen something so like otherizing when it comes to a homeless person on TikTok. People exploit the homeless all the time online for clicks, but this guy has got to be one of the most egregious cases I've ever seen, because he does just find like a random homeless guy and he talks to them. He's talking to them all this time.
who is the person? Name one person that's not a sinner. Right? We all sin. We all make mistake, right?
Right.
Everybody does. And I think people need to understand
They have
and
to
learn
add the
from it that
religious
life
angle.
is so short.
If not,
Anytime you can
not they're
lose
doing
your
something
parents,
wrong.
you can lose your family, you can lose your house, you can lose your money.
Yeah, you're talking to somebody it happened to, dude. Shut up. Lecturing this guy. Sorry, this probably doesn't make any sense because this content is insane. So Chris's entire gimmick is to walk up to random homeless people with something to sell them, and if they give him some of their money, he returns the favor by giving them the amount of money that he wrote on the piece of paper that he taped to the thing that he is selling for the clickbait TikTok thumbnail. So because this homeless man gave Chris his only $2, Chris will give him the avocados and also the $50,000 the piece of paper says he has.
Since you decided to help me, I wanted to do something special for you. Would you mind? My car is like parked right here. Would you mind hopping into the car with me?
That is the weirdest
And I want to
request.
surprise you with something.
Don't get in the car. Don't get in the
That
car,
is the
man.
fucking
Whatever you do, do not get
strangest
in that car.
request.
I went to a lot of people in front of like Walmart, in front of like Target.
Dude, you
I went
hear
to a
that
lot of
request,
stores.
you're going
Maybe
to
it's
get
because he
fucking
was at the
slaughtered.
grocery store with a bag of
Somebody's going to
avocados that you
fucking
could have
pick
just
you
bought
apart.
inside the grocery store. Also, I love that there's no footage of any of that. Just I went to so many grocery stores, and only this guy sitting on the rock was willing to help.
Right here, look. I'm gonna go ahead and give you those $2 back. This was a social
I figured
experiment.
out
I
what one of
didn't
the
really
mods
need
is
your money or your help. And these avocados
this
are
is
not
gonna be
regular
sick.
avocados. See what it says on there.
Say where here?
Right. In the red color. There's a paper on there. Can you read?
$50,000.
Yes.
Can
I wanna
you
go ahead and
read?
bless you
What an
with that,
offensive
man.
thing to say.
And you go home.
Can you fucking read, bro?
No way.
Do you know how to fucking read?
in the crack of a car.
Start a new life, man.
This is $50,000?
Yes.
Oh my God, you serious?
Dude, he talks to these people like they're babies. It's so sad.
What would you do with it?
Start a new life. Get back
I
on
don't
my
know,
dollar.
dude. What are you doing with
Wow.
$50,000?
Wow. Yeah, he says it
Sounds
like
like
that.
you're doing nothing
because that's
with
definitely
it.
not fucking 50,000 real dollars.
You
I
give him
think that's
20 bucks
completely
and
fake
said,
money,
"All right, go on
actually.
your
Look
way."
at how often he does this. 50,000, 50,000, 30,000. Already looking at 130,000, 150,000, $200,000 in just 5 videos. Videos that do not get the kind of return that investment warrants.
Hi, excuse me, sir. I am so sorry to bother you. I'm actually trying to sell this piñata to get my mom's medication. Do you think you have a few dollars? I'm selling it for $5. Think you can help me out?
Your mom's medication?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I could do something for you.
Okay,
You
so
have
here's the
something?
thing.
So here's what I think this asshole
Internal
does.
garden.
I think he goes up to actual homeless people and tells
Right.
them, "I'll give you $100
If there's
if
an
you do
internal
this stupid
garden,
video with
which
me."
is this
if it's
amount,
even 100, God only
boom.
knows. He's
Now,
clearly not willing to be honest about the amount of money
fucking,
he's giving people. But as a result,
carrots
he
are gonna
uses
grow
their
out of the
actual
ground,
experience, their actual
as well as they
image
have
in
a ton
person
of
to
carrots
make
here.
money that he isn't giving to them at all.
You have $3 and you would give it to me?
Yeah.
No way. What made you want to help me?
People need help sometimes. It's slow.
And what were you
I'm
gonna do with this
take
$3?
This money, and I'm gonna
You were
do that
gonna
for
go
the
buy food and you
fireflies.
still decided to help me instead.
Then, I
Wow,
only
you're
need
like
to
an
really
angel,
have
man. Like
like two
I've
things
gone
for
to
the,
so many
for
people
the cats.
trying to sell this piñata. Nobody
have
wants to help me.
more
If you don't mind me
rocks
asking,
and
like, where do you
fireflies.
usually sleep?
Like, he knows this, man. He doesn't need to ask him this.
And what about food?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
do
that's right.
people usually give you food? How do you find food every day? Do you have to like ask people, or you just the sign speaks for you basically? And do you get a lot of rejections or?
These are such stupid questions that anyone who has ever lived in proximity to homeless people already knows.
And what made you change? What made you believe in God? And this was a social experiment. I really actually did not need that money for my mom medication, so I'm gonna return you that money.
Thank you.
And I'm so sorry, you know, for like lying to you. It's because I just
appreciate the money back.
yeah. I just do this as a social experiment. I want to see what people are gonna read.
It's actually not a
That's
social
fucked up.
experiment. It's a way of asking, hey, can I get homeless people to feel bad for me too? And I'm sure Chris knows this by now, given how much he's done this. Homeless people, or people who have experienced homelessness, are some of the most generous and understanding people you will ever meet. Which is especially gross that Chris feels the need to fucking exploit them and their generosity and their kindness in the face of some of the harshest living conditions you can have in America. It like blows my mind that he's pretending to give people money that would genuinely transform their lives for his own benefit.
And you were the only person in the whole day that decided to help me. There was nobody else that wanted to help me. So this piñata that I was actually selling is not a regular piñata. So I want you to see what it says on there. Oh, you're careful.
Every time he shows them what it says on the whatever the fuck he's trying to sell, they never get it because it just says an amount of money on there. What does that mean? Does it cost $50,000? It is $50,000? What?
I'm not selling it for $50,000, but there's actually $50K in there for you. And I mean, since it's not a safe place, I wouldn't have you like take out all the cash, but check in there what's inside for you, and actually you can do whatever you want with that money. As you can see, there's cash in it. What would you do with the money?
A lot of money.
It's definitely fake cash, especially because the reaction from the homeless people is always so sad. They aren't happy. If they actually got $50,000 of real cash, someone living on the streets would be overjoyed. Anyone would be. But they're looking at it like it's fucking toy money that they're playing with for a YouTuber. And he always says this nasty little shit where it's like, we're in public, so don't take all the cash out. We have to go into my car so nobody sees all this cash. And it's just an excuse to not show that he's not giving them the money he's saying he is. Hashtag homeless.
You can do whatever you want with that money.
Toy money. Look, he's literally moving the camera away so you can't see it. Why didn't you film yourself putting the money in the piñata?
Man, just be humble, be good, and be helping
Because
people.
the
How
back,
you just help me.
the back of
Such
the
a
money.
piece of shit to pretend to give someone
blank.
$50,000 who's living on the street with their dog and then be like, be humble. Asshole, dude.
I want you to be helping other people
Be
too.
fucking
Fuck
humble.
off.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am.
He's
I'm
like, be
actually selling
fucking
these
humble.
eggs. My mom is
You piece of
sick right
shit.
now. Need some money for
Because
her medication.
he
You
doesn't
can
say it,
help
but
me
he
buy the
definitely
eggs
thinks
and
that
sell
these
them for
people are
$5.
homeless because they chose to be homeless.
But you're more than welcome to have it.
You only have $1 left, but you still wanted to give it to me?
Alrighty.
Wait, why would you do that?
Why would you
Why would you do that?
Wow.
Wow.
So I didn't really need that $1. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna return it back to you. And again, like, you know how rejection is, how people are. So I've gone to a lot of people, nobody wants to help.
What is the lesson? He keeps going up to other homeless people who understandably don't want to help you with your eggs. They don't want to buy your eggs from you. Nobody wanted to help me. My eggs for my mom's surgery and medicine. These eggs are gonna pay. The only thing that makes sense is if he stole the eggs and is reselling them. But how many times is he gonna have to do this to fund his mom's surgery or medication or whatever?
And these eggs, I want you to open them and see there is a note in there and see what it says there.
Look in the egg.
$30,000.
Correct. I mean, since you decided to help me, you know what? I wanted to go ahead and bless you with this. This is for you.
It's the same fake money every time. Come on,
Every
dude. You're giving
fucking
fake
time.
money to homeless people. This is so fucked up.
I can't take this.
You can't?
No.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be wrong.
I fucking guessed it, bro.
I don't know if Chris told her to say this or if she's just making this up because it's fake money, but I promise you, not one person would do this in her position. Not one. Not a single one.
Give it to somebody else, like pass it on to someone else?
Yeah, pass
Double
it, on
it,
to the
pass
next
it to the
person.
next guy.
Oh my god, you have such a big heart. You know, if you give even $20 to somebody, nobody would say no to it. people will take that money like right away without even thinking. You're such an amazing person. We need more people like you in this world.
Yeah, because
and the world will be a better place if we find people like
nobody
you.
Nobody
All
would
right, have a
not
blessed
take
day,
a
okay?
$20 bill. Yeah, because $20 isn't like $1 million.
Deranged,
Like it's
positive
okay to say,
messaging
oh, I'm not
that
gonna
keeps
take $1
throwing out
million
there.
from
The world
you.
will be a better
But it's
place
definitely okay to
because
say,
people
I will
like
definitely
you not
take
accepting
$20
help.
from
What's
you.
the message?
There's a
Be
bit of a
generous and
difference there,
give
buddy.
even when you have nothing, so that you can be rewarded. And then even if you don't want that, that's even better. Don't want anything. It's virtuous and great.
Excuse me, sir. I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm trying to sell these bananas for $5 for my mom's
It pisses me off. What is he, lying prone, Call of Duty style on the ground? He like got all the way down on the ground to talk to this guy. He had to get the like perfect ratio for his fucking TikTok thumbnail. He had to make sure the 20,000 piece of paper is taped to the bananas. He can't see it. He has no idea the bananas are $20,000 or whatever. They are $20,000. The bananas was representative of $20,000. Did the last lady get to keep the eggs?
Do you think you can help me out?
Do you know why he has to do that, the paper thing? Because he doesn't have $20,000 to give people.
That sounds.
You know how Mr. Beast, although Mr. Beast uses
I
fake
keep one for
money,
you?
Mr. Beast doesn't have to pull this
So
shit.
what made you end
because
up on the
he
streets
actually
like
does
this? So
have
you started doing drugs and your
$20,000.
family just threw you out one day. They said
This
you
guy's
can't
just
live
trying
here.
to
They not
copy
try to
off of
put you in a
that and
rehab or
say
not try
that,
to help you.
oh, and
Where
put like
do
a
you usually
religious
sleep?
twist to it.
What happens in the rain? What do you do in the rain?
He asks every single person. "So
He
you
saw.
live
He
in
was
the
like, I
streets?
see Mr.
What do you
Beast,
do in
and
the
I see
rain?"
Mr.
He
Beast have
knows.
trans
They all
friends.
say the same
trans,
thing.
not,
They go to
not
where it's
God.
not wet.
Oh, so you just find where it's
So
like
now,
a shade where the
Mr.
water
Beast
does not
bad
come in the rain.
does
Can I know how
trans.
did you get saved? How did you know about Jesus?
This dude constantly brings up Jesus and religion and Christianity with these guys, asking them how they found Jesus. It's just another layer on top of everything else that Chris uses to like pretend to be a good person. He's cosplaying as a good person.
Wow. That's amazing, bro. By the way,
Chris is not fucking listening. He's not listening to any of these people. He's asking his stupid, moronic, surface level questions, getting the saddest stories you've ever heard out of these people, giving them their money back, and then being like, oh yeah, by the way, look at the bananas. Have some play money. 16,000 likes. That's bad.
I didn't really need the money. I went to so many people. I'm a YouTuber. I make videos. And I do social experiment, right? So I went to so many people. People are denying me. People are saying, we don't want to buy nothing from you. You are bad.
You are bad.
And people are saying bad things to us, right?
So what do you mean us? Are you trying to say like you're on the same team here? He's like, man, I really know your struggle. People didn't want to buy my bananas. I know what it's like to feel the rejection from society that you feel every day.
Bananas are not regular bananas. Do they look regular bananas to you? Yeah. They do, right? But look what it says on there.
No fucking way.
What does it say?
It's $20,000?
Yep. Since you decided to help me, I want to do this for you, man.
Wow, no fucking way, dude.
All right.
Damn, he did that fast. He went, whoop, I want to do this for you. Whoop, don't look at it too fast. Don't hold it outside too much. It's a bad neighborhood.
What are you gonna do with it?
Oh,
Dude, there's just no.
Should you put the fucking wait?
Come on.
Should I put like little cats
Absolutely fake.
in
It's
the
like
chicken
so
pen?
Obvious. Excuse me, sir.
Have it-
I am
no,
so
'cause
sorry
then they'll
to
just
bother you.
eat
I'm
all the
trying to sell
chickens,
this
right?
Pineapple for my mom's medication. I just need like $10. It's pretty fresh.
That's not how much pineapples are. Guy doesn't even want to get his mom's medication paid for. Proud of you, bro.
Is there times where I doubt God? Of course, sometimes.
God damn it, they're talking about God again.
Take this pineapple, but let me tell you, this is not a regular.
I think I'd make more money.
Come on, dude. He's already milked this entire video for 8 minutes, and he's sitting here being like,
From
"Does
these
this look like a
cat
regular
slimes,
pineapple?
if
Or
I
like
just
some
put them
kinda,
here.
like crazy pineapple?"
Because this is where they don't eat fruit, so I can put them here,
Selling it for $30,000.
and then they can eat the chickens.
Fuck, I didn't mean to like it. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. No one understands what the point of the paper is on the fucking pineapple or the eggs.
You know what, bro? Here, since you decided to help me, I want to go ahead and bless you with this one.
It's like wrapped in plastic.
This was a social experiment. I'm a YouTuber. I go to people, and I want to see, people are.
Hold
going
it
through
in the
this
frame.
I did not need the medicine. I'm so sorry, for lying to you. I feel bad.
He always says, "I'm so sorry for lying to you."
I feel so terrible.
I kind of have a job lined up, man.
Okay.
I kind of have something going on in the future, honestly.
What the hell? They can pick up food, but they don't eat it.
Like, it makes sense that he's probably paying these homeless people to say this for his narrative.
do?
But obviously,
Oh,
they're
pushes
not
it
going to have any
back.
problem saying that because it's fake money. Holy shit. So they said like 3 times he and his daughter are going to eat the pineapple for dinner because they don't know what else they're going to eat. But he turns away the $30,000, not even being like, hey, can I have dinner? Wow, well, this is so heartwarming. His story made me cry. Hashtag trending. This guy's such a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
so
they
sorry
already
to bother. I'm
produced
trying
it.
to sell these eggs, trying to get some.
That's what I mean. These are definitely real homeless folks in the fucking park. This sucks.
Buy these eggs?
I think it would just be cuter just to have them kind of fucking frolicking here.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you so much. God bless.
I don't think they're gonna come all the way
Next
over
time
here.
you're homeless, remember, if you're generous, then only you get rewarded.
I'm just tired of seeing them
You
sad.
have to always be giving. Even the people you give to have to be giving. There's no point. There's no point to being generous if there's no end to the generosity. End in the like literal term, like final point. Someone has to be receiving. They don't get help because they should have paid for his stupid eggs, for his stupid son, and his stupid surgery. No one even asks what the surgery is. What's wrong with your son?
Sorry to bother you. I'm
To
trying to
pull
get
the
some money
fucking
for my
carrots out of
son's
the ground
surgery.
or
He's in the
else they can't eat
hospital. Trying to sell these eggs. Do you think you can help me out? You would help me, but you don't have the money to buy it?
Which is pretty easy, not too bad, because they won't
All right,
come
man.
out of the ground.
No problem. God bless.
And to like hold the $20,000
I mean, they
piece
won't
of
come out of the
paper that
pen.
doesn't even represent real money in the slightest, dangling in front of these actual homeless people on camera. What the fuck?
Do you sometimes have to look in the trash, like go in the
Come
dumpster, or
on.
where do you find food?
Oh, I go to the Salvation.
Salvation Army?
Yeah, he goes to a fucking shelter. He's like, do you eat out of the trash? Millionaire blessed the homeless with $20,000 and made us cry. He never cries, by the way. His last wish made us cry. Part 2.
Okay, there it is. Perfect. That's.
Oh my god, dude, these videos love to waste your goddamn time. Wow, she proposed to him. Is this real? What the fuck? He accidentally put some fucking weird song over this one, and then the rest of the audio is just silent. Yeah, you know, if I was fundraising in public for a funeral for my friend, I'm crying just thinking about it. I wouldn't put their name or anything on the poster. I would just be like, funeral for a friend. Not even asking for money either, just saying that it's happening. And I would hope for someone like Chris to come along and give me $50,000.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm trying to sell this pineapple for my mom's medication. Can you help me out?
Oh my god.
Bah.
He fucking destroyed his pineapple.
What the
He had to
fuck?
buy a different pineapple now to go sell to his mom.
I'm actually selling this watermelon for my mom's
Truly pisses me
medication.
off. I
She's in the
cannot
hospital.
believe you
I
did
don't know
that.
why he called it a watermelon. You can theorize that it's to drive engagement, but God only knows. This is my favorite one.
Will you take Jesus picture or would you take Santa Claus
Jesus
picture?
picture, bruh.
I can take.
Do you want Jesus picture or Santa picture? Sounds like the people don't like Jesus. Actually, they love Santa instead. Really says a lot
That
about
makes no
society.
sense.
I have a picture of Santa Claus and Jesus. Who would you take?
Jesus, of course.
Jesus? Okay, the right side is the Jesus
The most
picture. Can you hold it?
random
Yeah,
shit.
I want you to keep holding it. And I want to ask you, why would you take
Bro,
the picture of
he
Jesus?
fucking told her to look away while he removed the tape.
But he saved me from drugs.
You used to do
Drugs?
He, drugs.
Really?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And I lost all
Not
my
the
family.
drugs.
You lost your family because of that?
Bitch, the only drug you've done is like caffeine. You drink
The mom
fucking
kicked you out, and
wine
what
on the
happened
weekend
after?
and
Were
you're
you
like,
living
I'm
on
a
the
drug
streets, or
addict.
what happened?
I'm actually a
I
drug
used to
addict.
be homeless.
I'm glad he didn't use a real
Bro,
homeless
her
person for this one.
face.
Usually just meet random people. I do social experiment, and people that actually choose the right thing, I actually bless them. So
I
here,
actually give them, I actually bless.
Prepaid debit card.
this has $20,000 cash in it. You can
He found the cheat code. He just gives her a debit card. And he only gives it to people who make the right choice. Never people who make the wrong choice, like Santa.
Like Satan.
If your parents
Motherfucker,
see
stop
it,
hitting
they
me.
might even contact you. They might even come back to you.
Can I say something from him?
Yes, go ahead and say for your parents whatever you want to say. What do you want to say for your parents?
I just want to say I'm so sorry for everything that I did.
Oh, shit.
And I am tense now. Please.
I'm still
What's
immature for me to
happening?
laugh at this. But the fact that it has more than 72,000 likes, and this is how it ends. He didn't even watch this part to make sure the subtitles didn't say "fuck you."
Please give her a chance. She has changed and she's a Christ believer. And God bless you. And please stay humble.
What?
I never expect shit to happen the way it does in these videos. It's so funny. Naked prank with my boyfriend.
Oh, yay. Prank videos.
What the fuck? Why does it have 2.3
She wasn't really
million likes?
naked.
Oh my god, alright. I get it.
Excuse me?
That's crazy.
Do you want to be my girlfriend?
The way they like looked up.
Excuse me? Do you want to be my girlfriend?
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Anyway, Chris and Jasmine are just another drop in the bucket of endless Facebook-based, Snapchat-based content creators that make some of the most fake,
But where are the
horrible
plorps?
content imaginable, and seemingly are only supported by
Bruh.
bots and people that
I've
don't
been
seem
feeding
to
you
understand
fucking food.
reality. Usually children. Sometimes
I know
the
that you're
elderly.
eating
These
food.
videos are
Where's the
exploitative,
fucking
not just of
money?
the people in them, but also of the
Where's
people
the
watching
money,
them because
bitch?
they're lies. Please stop posting these videos, Chris and Jasmine. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Click the like button or subscribe. If you're already subscribed, you can also join the channel starting at just $2 a month. And you can see some extra content that I'm posting on there, just in case you're interested in the complete Peathan experience. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just his fucking face. It's about
Doesn't matter all
autoplay.
that
I
much,
fucking
because I
knew
don't
it.
think people care about.
Did I ask you to autoplay? Did I fucking ask? I can't even turn off the autoplay. It just does it by itself. Oh wait, it's right here. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. 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 I'm stupid. Oh, this is a good one.
That is insane. That is also not just insane, but illegal. So many things that are posted on Kick and also on Twitter. Why is it that this shit is permissible? You are not even like supposed to be quote unquote canceled. You are supposed to be canceled by the federal government. All right, let's watch the To Catch a Kick Predator. I didn't want to watch it for the longest time because I feel like it's like too gruesome. But let's do it.
User, whatever you want to call it. And here's him about to get a girl that's clearly, let's say, not of age to expose herself live on his stream. But before we get there,
How are these motherfuckers
let me
still
tell you about a
fucking
website
hungry?
called
This
Kick.
is
Kick
literally a
live stream
place for them
competitor
to
Twitch,
eat
started by these three
fucking
dudes, one of them
chickens.
being a live streamer named Trainwrecks,
And
who
they're
left
fucking
Twitch to
hungry.
start
They're also
Kick
picking up the
because of their
fucking food and
inconsistent
taking it to other
policies. Now,
places.
Kick is fairly new.
Damn. This dude came at it with like deep lore.
This isn't working.
I'm actually kind of shocked that he's even talking
You're
about
coming
the
with me,
inconsistencies of
criminal
Twitch
scum.
that Trainwrecks was talking about. The fact that he knows that is wild. I really, really am shocked.
They're little
Most people don't
thieves.
know
They
that.
keep stealing
I
shit.
know that because I lived through it. You know what I mean? I experienced it. This guy is definitely, yes, he is tapped in. He is locked in.
And more lenient on what you can and can't do on
Maybe a content warning in the header. I already gave a content warning in the title. Suck my dick. Immediately. You didn't say do a content warning because you genuinely think that we should do a content warning. You said it because you want to come across like a guy who's really woke. Don't do it. Don't try to woke scold me. Okay? You can't out woke me. I'm the woke king. I've done that once. You're so right. Everyone has done that. There's like this very real interest to be like, you know, I bet you didn't see this angle, but you probably should cover your bases. Sometimes it's like genuine, or at least parts motivated by genuine.
Maybe if I just keep like a
interest
few
to, like,
in the chicken
save
pen.
me, quote unquote. Okay, but
You know?
in a lot of instances, it's just like you trying to.
Then
be
it
like,
would be
I
easier,
caught
'cause at
something
least
that
then-
you probably didn't realize. It's also like the same energy as immediately knowing what the person's like preferred pronouns are and coming in here and being like,
If I could put a chicken
it's actually
pen
they, them,
in
by
the
way,"
fucking thing, that would be
when
great.
then we look into the person's preferred pronouns and they literally have like they, she, her, you know what I mean, all, and it's like, oh, okay, so you just wanted to say it, you wanted to be woke, just wanted to, you know, talk about it, but it's fine, it doesn't really matter. It's just like a subtle thing that I do get triggered by because I'm a content creator in this space, in the leftist space, and it's just like very frustrating. But anyway, it's all good. Let's do it. Let's continue.
That's
I don't
why
have
some
the
of the most
facilities for these
controversial
fucking cats
figures
yet.
have made Kick their new
As much as I
home,
want to
giving
have a
Kick
bunch
this
of cats,
persona of being the
I
place
don't
for the
have the
troublemakers,
facilities for
the
it. I don't know where I
rebels,
can
place
store
for
them,
free
too.
speech where anyone can say anything and
Because
anything.
if you store
can
them and
happen.
don't feed
Even
them,
people
they'll
in my
fucking
field,
they'll get
some
angry and
OmeTV
break
and
the
Omegle
pen.
creators have also moved over to Kick. Also,
I guess
OmeTV
I'll
is an
just
Omegle alternative that
throw
everyone's
them
been
back in
using
the
since the
wild.
original Omegle shutdown. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it Omegle because it's basically Omegle 2.0. But let me paint you a picture. Creators on YouTube that live stream Omegle content have to cover the screen because it's always unpredictable what you're going to see on there. Not going to lie, some of the things you see on Omegle could get your channel terminated just like that. It gives you a little bit of a perspective on how Kick operates. All right, now let's talk about Riot LOL. When you first enter Riot in a bunch of...
Nobody gives a with some nepo baby like you thinks about shit, you commie. That's a good one. I know, man. I'm sorry that your favorite content creators are out there like trying to diddle kids on live streams and shit. My bad, bro.
these Kick creators live streams, you get a warning saying you must be...
I also don't really understand why the fuck you're here if nobody gives a shit about what I have to say about okay? I don't watch Kick. I just think you're a douche. Okay. Re-examine why you think I'm a douche. Maybe re-examine your own worldview. Look at what I believe in. Look at what I advocate for. And then, I don't know, get better. Seek help. Because, you know, in a lot of instances, it's just like about your own delusions, okay? But I love you, and I want you to be good. You're literally wearing an anti-American hoodie with Chinese writing on it? That's your anger? Well, I made this hoodie, by the way. You know who made this hoodie? Here's a good way. First of all, it's not Chinese, but that's really funny that you said that. It's Japanese, but it's okay. Okay? I'm gonna tell you something. This hoodie was made by American unionized factory workers. This hoodie was printed with union hands. Do you understand? As a content creator who cares about American workers a lot, workers all around the world, but certainly a lot about American workers, I put my money where my mouth is. You only use your mouth to do this. Chirp, 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 chirp. And you feed into your delusions. So go back to your favorite content creators that are serving you $45 t-shirts made for one singular dollar from some Indonesian factory, okay, with that markup that doesn't have the Chinese writing on it, okay? I love that he did personally hit the, what kind of Chinese is that?
Be 18 or older to view this content. Keep that in the back of your mind going forward for the rest of this video. Fair warning, this is going to get very serious very quickly, and I definitely understand if you want to sit this one out. But here we go. Riot live streams for 3 to 7 hours every single night, sometimes even longer. His content consists of just trying to find girls on Omegle. Like, it's literally the main focus of his content for hours on end. And after going through dozens of his VODs, you start to notice
the sprinkler does.
Hello.
Does that help with the slimes and the plant?
Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Hello. Oh my. Hello. My name's Omar. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? All right. Let me tell you where I'll take you on a date. Let me know if it hits. All right. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. So I'll pick you up, and then we'll get some. We'll get some sushi. We get sushi. We'll get sushi. All right, and then I don't really f with like boring dates. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be like fun, right? Not awkward, not corny. I don't like the boring dates.
I don't get it. Is he rizzing up children in this? Like, is that what's going on? I can't believe I said rizzing up and then followed that up with children, but I feel like that is what's going on. That is insane. That is also not just insane, but illegal. Why is it that so many things that are posted on Kick and also on Twitter that are objectively illegal to do or to even consume or to even have possession of, like child sexual abuse material specifically when we're talking about Twitter? Okay? Why is it that this shit is permissible? You are not even like supposed to be quote unquote canceled. You are supposed to be canceled by the federal government, okay, for doing what is known as a crime. We are not talking terms of service. We are talking rules and restrictions and regulations in the criminal code. Okay?
Well, it's just the fucking Wild West, bro. It's like you just that's why I like immediately stopped streaming on
It
Twitch.
feels like unorganic. It's just like cringy and awkward. So I like to do something to break the ice. Oh, probably like a carnival. A carnival.
On Kick.
So,
like
play some
I tried
games,
Kick for like 2
ride some
days and I was
rides.
like, alright, I'm not getting
And
any
then,
more
and then, like, over here,
engagement than I
Keith
would
He
be
tries to quote
on
unquote riz up these girls by saying the same lines
Plus,
over
Twitch
and
is
over
just
again,
better
so he can
optimized
eventually
for
get their
OBS, and I'm not
Snapchat
gonna
so that he can build up
switch
his Snapchat
recording
roster.
softwares
Dude,
just
my
because
roster's actually nice.
there's a new fucking
And
streaming
that's it.
site.
That's his content.
It's fucking bullshit.
Is what I thought until I saw this interaction. He started the conversation off by doing the same old shtick. The more they talked, the more the girl was opening up to him, telling him about a toxic and abusive ex she had. I'm going to spare you the details. And let me remind you, she has no idea that she's saying this in front of a live stream full of hundreds of people. And the worst part is that she seemed very
Can I put chicken
out
in here?
of it. She was
You
slurring
can
her
store
words, jumping from
chickens?
one conversation to the next, pausing in the
Are
middle
you
of talking just to
fucking
examine the
kidding me?
room while blinking.
So that's what I'm saying. Wow. Anyway.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nothing.
You can
And after
store
that,
fucking plots.
She told Riot that she was drugged by someone at a concert that night.
Can I tell you something? I was at a festival, but no, not at a festival. At a concert. You know, Foo Fighters. They came in where I live right now. This guy, he came to me and he gave me this kind of cake. He said like, hey, take these, you're gonna feel so good. So I ate them with my
That's
friends, but
creepy.
I ate one completely. There was weed in this thing.
It's fucking
I
creepy.
still feel
Bro,
stuff.
that's not what you
And
should be saying.
Really, yeah, whatever.
But the entire time she was saying all that, Riot was constantly looking at the Kick chat. And all they were saying was, ZZZZZ. She's yapping like crazy. She's hot, but talks too much. Omar doesn't even seem amused. And after seeing all of those comments, it sparks Riot to say this.
Alright, dude, listen. I'm not gonna lie. I can't do this anymore, bro. The curiosity is just it's like spinning in the back of my head. It's killing me. Like, dude, listen. Let's go. Fit check. Come on. Fit check. I'm not gonna lie. That's like enough talking, bro. I'm like about to sleep. Yeah, let's go.
I don't want to get too
Wait, it's like getting so hot in my room. So, you know, I'm shirtless. Your shirt is on. This is a really tough situation, you know.
He proceeds to cover the screen.
We should get on the same page here, you know. Can I see your like?
Why am I doing that? Because I'm being high that I'm doing that, but it's so embarrassing. Like,
Set it up.
what?
Let me see. Damn. Holy. I mean, you said you had a fat ass, right? I mean, like at this point, can I like, you know? Can I see it?
And then the audio
This is the
goes
definition
silent
of
for a few
disgusting.
minutes. And then he comes back and does this.
Bang! I'm the GOAT. Join the Discord, boys. I wish there was a way I could like cut out my version, cause like, I'm not gonna lie, chat. On God, I was about to risk it all. I get done around here, boys. Is that fire? I'm not gonna lie. That was the baddest girl I've ever bagged.
What you just witnessed is the main reason why I'm making this video. He goes on Omegle just to get girls to expose themselves so that he can secretly screen record it and post it onto a Discord server under an NSFW channel. That is his content. And it's all done live on Kick. And the worst part is, that was an example of a girl that's of age.
We are 6 minutes and 39 seconds into this video, and I'm of this mindset that despite everything I've said about rehabilitation, I'm like going back on my stance on capital punishment, just taking a lot out of me not to say these words, you know what I mean? Like, I still believe the capital punishment is unethical, but it is hard for me to keep this entire process. This is one of the most insane things I've ever watched.
Here's one that's not.
Overall team, and I didn't spend a single penny. Oh my.
Okay. This was chill. I had fun chilling out. My fucking throat still is kind of scratchy, kind of itchy. I'm having fun with Slime Rancher. Feel free to, you know, I don't know. I'm a little fucking out of it right now, but I'm gonna call it here. I might come back, I might not. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I'm gonna eat, you know, take a shower, do all that business, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chilling out with me today. It's been a real pleasure. Expect maybe some more Slime Rancher, maybe some other game. Really depends on how I'm feeling. Other than that, thank you again for watching. I appreciate your viewership. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Enjoy the music.